ABIC contracts have just gone digital, and it's a game changer. The Australian Institute of Architects and Master Builders have partnered with Paid to digitise the entire ABIC suite of contracts. It's the same trusted contracts you know and love, now available in one easy-to-use collaborative platform. But this isn't just digital paperwork. This is contract and project management made smarter. So let's jump in and I'll show you exactly how to create your first contract. First, head to www.paid.inc and hit the sign up button. Once you're in, you'll create a project. Think of this as a home base for everything related to that job. From here, you'll select and build your contract. We've got all the ABIC contracts on the platform, so make sure you choose the right contract type for your project. We've gone ahead and made contract creation simple. All you need to do is just follow the guided screens and fill in each input field. At every step, you'll see what schedule or clause you're working on in the header. There's also an abacus to help you see exactly where you're up to, as well as being able to jump to specific items at any time. On the right-hand side is your contract navigator. You can view the entire contract at any time. Just click through clauses or scroll the entire document. Hyperlink terms take you directly to definitions and related clauses. And tooltips help you understand what each item means. No legal dictionary needed. Need a traditional view? No worries. Click the View PDF button. If this is your first time on Paid, make sure you go to your browser settings and enable pop-ups. Alright, now let's go step by step and I'll walk you through every ABIC screen to set up your first contract. You'll notice each screen is a schedule item from the ABIC contract, but now it's easier to complete, faster to collaborate, and clearer to understand. Start by entering the owner's information. Make sure you get their email right, as this is where we'll be sending the contract. If you're contracting with a business rather than an individual, click the Change to Business button below. Enter the contractor's details. If you're unsure about their company setup, just choose I'm not sure from the drop-down. Once you send the contract for review, the other party will be able to update any details and make changes if they're needed. Alright, now you got the hang of this, let's speed things up a little. If the project is funded by a bank or a lender, click Yes, and a new section will appear for you to enter the details. Do you have any special conditions? If so, click Yes, and we'll add a page for you later. If not, just hit the No. Is the owner staying on-site during the works, like in a renovation? If yes, this lets you define how the site will be shared. At the contract value here, GST is automatically calculated. Describe the project in plain, detailed language. Be detailed. This helps eliminate confusion later on. Confirm the full address of the site. If the contract is providing security to the owner, like a retention or bank guarantee, select Yes and enter the type and amount. Here you'll set the payment period, security release timelines, and how long the architect has to issue certificates. Specify who's responsible for public liability insurance, contract works insurance. Tick the appropriate party for each. If the architect or consultants are being paid a percentage of the contract price, enter it here. Add any lump sum allocation to demolition or debris removal. Enter the insurance cover required for injury, illness, or death. Set the excess amounts for public liability and contract work. Note when the contractor gets access to the site by picking a date. If you're using a quality assurance system, list it here. Are other contractors working on the site? If so, add them here, one by one. Add the contractor's margin. This applies when pricing variations. Define the stages of completion, daily rate for delay, delays caused that entitle the contractor to an extension, days allowed for bad weather, and any other allowances. Set the date for practical completion and note any required commissioning tests. Add details for separable parts of the works with deadlines, defect periods, and liquidated damages per day. Set the daily liquidated damages for the total project and any defect liability periods. Choose how often claims can be submitted and what information must be included. Set the interest rate on overdue amounts, then list any preconditions or documents required before works must begin. Enter the number of non-working days like public holidays, weekends, and shutdowns. If the contractor requires a deposit, add the amount here. The order of precedence is fixed in ABIC. You can upload documents and add notes that relate to each category here. Upload plans, surveys, engineering, reports, specification, and any other information you think might be relevant to the project. Add provisional sums with descriptions, allowance, and who's doing the work. List any items provided by the owner, especially if they've been installed by someone else. Paid doesn't just protect your contract, it protects your payments. Every user on Paid gets their own secure transaction account. It's like a regular bank account with its own BSB and account number. It's completely free to set up and it gives all parties financial certainty from day one. For homeowners, it means they can preload funds into their Paid transaction account and lock those funds specifically for the builder. The builder knows when the money is secured and ready, so they can confidently line up trades, order materials, and get to work knowing they'll be paid the moment the work is done. It's guaranteed work for guaranteed payment, with risk removed at every step. It's like having a trust account without the trust issues. You're almost there. Any missing sections in the contract will be highlighted in red. Just click on each one, fill it in, and return to complete. Once everything's ready, click Send to invite the other parties to review the contract via a secure email link. Note: you won't be able to edit this contract any further until all parties have joined. Each party can review the contract and suggest any changes, noting that any changes will be sent to all parties for approval before being able to move forward. At this time, you can see what changes have been made and you can revert to previous options if required. When everyone's aligned, each party will receive an email and in-app notification to sign the contract. Just click Sign Contract and you'll be taken to the full contract. You can scroll through or jump straight to the signing sections by using the Skip to Signing button at the bottom of the page. Then just click Adopt Signature and sign and execute your contract. And just like that, you're ready to start building. From there, Paid becomes a complete contract management command center. On your project portal, you can send and track notices, manage variations, submit and approve progress claims, all in one place. And anytime something changes with time or money on your project, each party is notified, so no more unforeseen surprises. ABIC and Paid, transforming contract management. Ready to get started? Head to www.paid.inc and make contract admin easy.